One of the many atrocious mistakes the Biden administration has made in its hasty, astonishingly ill-prepared pullout from Afghanistan was leaving behind the journalists and their families who operated Radio Free Afghanistan and the Voice of America. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. In its miserably conceived, chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan, our government, especially the State Department, didn't bother to make it a point to get out the journalists and employees who staffed Radio Free Afghanistan, RFA, which is a branch of Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, RFERL, and the people of Voice of America. Their truthful broadcasts over the years were despised by the Taliban and other terrorist groups in Afghanistan. That these entities employed women as well as men made them even more hateful in the warped minds of the barbarous organizations now reigning in Afghanistan. Torture and death await these brave individuals and their families because of their affiliation with the U.S. government. That our government didn't make it a priority to evacuate these obvious targets of retribution is particularly shameful. The State Department piously states, and I quote, "We have a commitment to these individuals," end of quote. That must be reassuring as the Taliban and other terrorists hunt them out. Not. Only about 50 out of 500 of these people were evacuated, and shockingly, that was because of efforts by our allies, not our own government. Representative Michael McCaul, the ranking Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, put it well, quote, "It is absolutely disgraceful that the U.S. State Department claimed they evacuated their local employees when in reality they abandoned these journalists and their families. Some of these journalists were given express assurances by the Biden administration that they would be treated as locally employed staff, but were not," end of quote. Though the umbrella organization for VOA and RFERL, that is the U.S. Agency for Global Media, is part of our government and funded by U.S. taxpayers, VOA and RFERL themselves are independent when it comes to their content, thereby increasing their credibility. VOA was designed to give unbiased news and features about the U.S., while Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty were meant to act as if they're local broadcasters, focusing on news and topics in and about the target country, employing not only radio broadcasts, but the internet and text messaging. What now? Unctuous utterances won't suffice. We must not only keep attention on these people, but also be ready to employ extra measures from our military and action-oriented parts of our intelligence services to get them out, as well as the others we have so unconscionably left behind. I'm Steve Forbes. Thank you for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.